Live video and you're live.
Okay, hello everyone. We're here this morning with Carrie Davis, our functional medicine nurse practitioner. She's also on the Zalise Medical Board. She's an amazing woman. She's been through a lot in her life. She's going to be doing an opportunity call or launch call right now with Lisa Bertone and Angela Bertone, and we're going to be going over what CBD or full spectrum hemp has to offer our bodies.
Absolutely. Thank you, Amy. Thank you so much. Rosella is a wonderful, wonderful person, and I am so blessed to be here sitting next to you. She's been through an awful lot in her life too, you guys. So, but with the power of our endocannabinoid system and the power of full spectrum hemp CBD, we have been able to keep the joy that keeps given to other people, right? So with that, we just wanted to share with you this morning. I'm just going to go over briefly, real quick, on the power of hemp CBD and what to look for in the CBD products out there, because there's so many out there. And so it's just going to be a short tidbit here, but you heard Angela and Lisa talking earlier to invite you to this private page. I'm not here to make medical claims, as this is not an FDA approved supplement, but it is exactly what that is, a supplement. Supplements are intended to supplement our body, not to replace. And so with that being said, we have an endocannabinoid system in our body, just like we have other systems throughout our entire body, like the endocrine system and the cardiovascular system and our immune system, and I can keep going through all the different systems in our body. But we have something called the endocannabinoid system that really was newly discovered over the last few decades. And with that being said, what we have found out is that so many of our ailments out there are fueled because of the fact that we have an endocannabinoid system deficiency. And so with that, it is fueled by phytocannabinoids. Phytocannabinoids are plant-based cannabinoids that actually activate our endocannabinoid system, and that helps what we already make inside of us, our endogenous, so we already make it, cannabinoids. We truly make, just like we make insulin and serotonin and estrogen and testosterone, we make endogenous cannabinoids, and those, and also other enzymes, and those are actually what truly fuel it and activate enzymes and help our endogenous cannabinoids work in the way that they're supposed to work in our body. So what do you look for in a full spectrum hemp CBD oil? Or a CBD out there. There are so many CBDs out there. What do you look for? Well, I want to tell you, there are so many properties that I think are so important. And so with that being said, one thing I think is important, a few years ago they thought there was like 300 and something compounds in the hemp plant. Then they found out there was like 400, and now there's like over 480 different compounds in the hemp plant. And the reason why there's so many different compounds, from terpenes and vitamins and minerals and omegas and cannabinoids, there are actually over 120 different cannabinoids in the hemp plant. The reason why is that the hemp plant is like a sponge. It absorbs so many micro and macronutrients from the soil. So number one is you want to make sure you get an organically sourced full spectrum hemp oil, and that's why you want to get an organically sourced, is because it pulls in the good nutrients from the soil. So number two, an organically sourced, because if you don't get an organically sourced, what happens is you pull in toxins as well. So number one, you want to make sure it's organically sourced. Number two, here's a big, huge kicker out there. You don't want a CBD isolate. You want actually a full spectrum. A CBD isolate is, hold on, we might be having technical difficulties.
They've invited us to a different page, I guess, so they're trying to go to this one.
Okay, it still will be live on it. I'm sorry, you guys. So this will still be recorded, so people can still be able to come back and watch.
Okay.
Okay.
Is this the Truth About Hemp event page? Do you know if you?
It's the one she just created.
Okay, that's where we're at. That's where we're at. They can't see us at the Truth About Hemp.
We don't know. Hold on, you guys. actually, you guys have 14 people invited. Yeah, I see it. You're live. I have it on my phone.
Is Angela live?
No, Rosella's live.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, we're there.
So sorry, you guys.
They got us.
Okay. Sorry for the mishap.
So we can hang up now? No? Okay. Yeah, me and you can hang up. Okay, bye.
Anyways, let me get back to what I was saying. What I was saying was you don't want a CBD isolate. You want a full spectrum. And the reason why is about a few years ago, what they discovered was they did some studies. The whole theory that the CBD isolate was the best way to go with was completely debunked when they did the study. And the reason why is they did a group. They had some mice when they did this study, and they had a group of a placebo and a group of CBD isolate and a group of full spectrum. And what they found out was the mice that had the full spectrum had the greatest relief. And not only did they have the greatest relief, when they increased the dose, the relief stayed. However, when they increased the dose of the CBD isolate, guess what happened? It got worse for them. So,
Where was the study?
it was over at the I can't ever say the word right. I'm so sorry. I know this is terrible. Hold on.
In Jerusalem.
Yeah, at the Hebrew Institute over there at an immune tumor immunological institute. So the Labauscher,
Something like that.
yeah,
Close enough.
yeah, close enough. Over there overseas, but the study was completely debunked the theory of the CBD isolate.
Right.
So you want a full spectrum. And when I talk about full spectrum, make sure you truly trust the company. Somebody can put full spectrum hemp oil on there and it be a full spectrum because it has 2 or 3 compounds and not the whole plant.
Right.
Again, I go back to the theory, and like I tell people all this time, I love TJ Maxx. I can go get lavender oil from TJ Maxx, and I wouldn't because it's not pure lavender, even though it says pure lavender on there, and it's the last ingredient.
Right.
Hence the fact that it's not FDA regulated, so you can call it whatever you want. You can call it full spectrum hemp oil with 2 or 3 ingredients of the hemp plant and not be full spectrum.
Can I add something?
Absolutely.
Well, we've also heard other doctors talk about how after using an isolate for so long of time, your body can develop allergies to it because you don't have the full plant. And when you have a whole plant, your body knows exactly how to process it and use it. And so when you just have the isolate in there, you don't have all those little key codes and things that your body needs.
Absolutely. One other thing, guess what Big Pharma does? All those Big Pharma things and the pharmaceuticals going to come out and that's starting to come out are CBD isolates. So again, they can't take all the compounds in the hemp plant and study them because in order to make a pharmaceutical, you have to take all the active compounds and do actual studies on those. So with that being said, you want to make sure it's truly a full spectrum. So you better know your company that you're getting with it and make sure it's a company you trust. So an organically sourced, and it's a full spectrum non-CBD isolate. And the third thing I wanted to cover real quick is the fact of the matter is oil and water don't mix.
Right.
Okay, so there's multiple ways you can take CBD, full spectrum hemp oil at all. You can vape it, you can take it sublingually, you can take it topical, you can ingest it with food. But when they've done the studies on that, the best, 100% the best way to get the highest, quickest result and the most bioavailable, number one, I'll tell you the truth, is intravenously. And we're not going to all start IVs on ourselves. Let's just be real. So the second way is starting a patent on getting a water-soluble delivery system. So delivery systems make the difference. So what our company has done is make a patented delivery system to enhance the absorption from around 6 to 10% of a sublingual, because sublingual is better than oral ingestion because it gets there. So it takes that 6 to 10% and enhances the absorption to about, on average, around 90%. 85 to 94% is what the clinical data showed when they did the clinical blood studies. So when they actually did the blood study, onset to peak was in less than an hour, and it stayed consistent in the system for over 12 hours. And with that being said is, this took a supplement that was oil-based and took and added this delivery system that made it completely bioavailable to our cells, so it can actually activate the endocannabinoids system and the endogenous cannabinoids and the enzymes that we already have in our body to actually help give us our own unique individual endocannabinoid tone. So you want to very, very carefully look at the oil that you're getting, because if you're not getting an organically sourced and a true full spectrum, and honestly a water soluble one, that you're not getting what your body needs to help heal from the inside out. And I truly believe that's why we're seeing so many people have life-changing effects. And not only that, Rosella, guess what?
What?
We have over 1,000 plus licensed medical providers on board with this product because of the results that we're being seen, not because of any other reason. It is an actual natural supplement from a direct sales company. And when you get your licensed medical providers on board with a natural supplement and a direct sales company, you know you have your hands on something that is absolutely changing lives, like it has mine and yours. Mm-hmm. So with that being said, that's what I wanted to share with you guys, just to make sure you really are looking into what the best full spectrum hemp oil is out there on the market. And I truly can say, I truly believe this is the best product. And there are a lot of other good products out there, but having those list of criteria, we meet everyone.
We do.
Absolutely. So thanks for having me here, and I'm going to let Rosella take over.
So we're going to talk about the opportunity a little bit, I'm guessing. Well, this is a great time to be with this company and in this industry, because in like the next 5 years, it's going to be a $22 billion industry. It's so exciting right now. Plus the fact that it's helping so many people. I can't think of many people that are not getting benefits from just this nutritional supplement. So it's a wonderful time. Kathy, do you want to join?
Oh, sure.
Let's have Kathy. She can talk about the industry as well. This is Kathy. She's actually my personal sponsor. I love her to death. She's been with me through everything. So what else can we talk about with the opportunity?
Well, I think Carrie touched on it a little bit.
Well, we have the ability of wholesale pricing too.
Right, yes. And so there is tiered pricing. And so if you're looking at it from, a retail advantage for retail profit, I mean, you can buy one, you can buy two, you can buy 12, you can buy 4 cases. And the tiered pricing just allows more retail profit because there's a bigger discount.
Right, so you don't have to use this business as a network marketing. You can just buy wholesale and then go retail. So the company has actually been set up special, a little bit different from other network marketing or MLM companies. So we can just do wholesale. So we don't need to let that scare people away.
Right, yeah, and if I could say one thing about this industry is we missed out on a lot of other industries along the years.
Yes, like if I could go back and be part of Apple.
Or Amazon, or Google. Or yes, because this is a ground floor industry and a ground floor company, and it has an online platform in the health and wellness, area. Now is the time to get in on this before hemp and CBD oil really hit momentum. You want to get a piece of this industry now to provide for your family and your future generations of family and their future generations. Getting in on this opportunity now at the ground floor level is a must to get your piece of the pie, because we didn't get our piece of pie from the other companies and the other industries that were started years ago.
And I also, just to touch a little bit about this company, they just have a heart for helping people. We have several programs available. We're helping nursing moms, pregnant women with, 1 million vitamins daily
vitamins,
giving them away for free. Also have a Patriot program now where we're giving away 1 bottle of hemp to a qualifying veteran with PTSD every month for the rest of their life.
Yeah,
and that's
or an
huge.
Opioid addiction, or if they're registered with the Halo Project, then Zalise is donating bottles of hemp oil as well as tubs of the topical cream, which is absolutely amazing to veterans that qualify.
And then we started the company with the Feeding Children.
Yeah, the company was founded to end world malnourishment. And so that's where they began with every single purchase from the company. Nutrition sachets are sent all over the world to kids 6 months to 5 years old with every single purchase. And so not only are you improving your health and changing your life, but you're also saving the life of someone else. And then they added on the prenatal vitamin program. We joined arms with the Vitamin Angels out of California, and are now sending 1 million daily servings of prenatal vitamins to pregnant and nursing women, and many of it here in the United States. And then we just added the Patriot program for the Wounded Warrior Project and the Halo Project, and said that we've got that going on. And they're just going to keep adding new opportunities with every purchase from this company to pay it forward to someone else.
And then another benefit the company has is their bonuses. There's 5 or 6 now, but the 4 major ones that really was why we started was their blessing bonus. So they're teaching us ambassadors to be philanthropists as well, and we're also being able to help our community that way.
Right.
Starts out as a $100 bonus, and
it goes all the way up to
500.
I think it goes up to 1,000.
Oh, is it 1,000 now?
Yes. And
wow.
so depending upon your rank in the company, you get a blessing bonus given to you every single month, and all that they ask is that you just pay it forward to someone else.
Yeah.
And so they want people to be able to experience, who might not otherwise be able to, paying it forward and blessing others. Because the company's belief is that, what are we here for if we can't bless other people? And so they want us to be able to experience that as well.
Yeah.
So that's another way that it's a pay it forward company.
So the next bonus is the Jeep bonus. We can qualify for a free Jeep. And then we have the next bonus, which helped Kathy be able to retire early as a school teacher. That is so exciting.
Yes.
She was able to get free health care. So they pay the premiums.
Right.
And
then there's also at that level as well, residual bonus that you get every 3 months, and so that is my retirement. That's profit sharing basically, and so they take 2% of the company's total revenue and pay it out to regionals and above. And so Zalise doesn't spend money on advertising and that sort of thing. 50% of the money made in Zalise is paid back to ambassadors, and then a large portion of it as well is then also used to pay it forward to those in need.
So that's a little bit about Zalise and a little bit about how CBD helps our bodies. And
the opportunity. I can just say that if you are wanting financial freedom, either whether it's money now or money down the road, you definitely want to get in to this ground floor company right now while the getting's good, before we hit momentum, and get your piece of the pie for later on down the road.
All right, thank you everyone. I think we're about done. We'll see you another time.
All right, see ya.
Okay.